Start the recording right there in
What
that
the?
awkward silence.
So what the hell were you talking about? I don't pay attention to you
That's
half the
fair.
time.
That's fair. I don't know how you could at this point.
I don't pay attention to anything.
Hell yeah.
I'm still trying to get Foundry to load, so
Oh,
one of these days.
Attention's too expensive these days, anyways.
yeah.
Yeah, pay me.
Pay me.
Pay me first.
Pay me the attention. So, I think you guys were actually over here. A lovely place called Firegrass Island. Everyone's having a great time.
I'll pay attention, and for money.
I will pay attention.
Yeah, it's like Sydney's here. So, you all had to help out the locals, raced onto Firegrass Island, crossed a very sketchy rope bridge over a valley, well, a little crevice, filled with surging ocean water and dead bodies, crossed over and found a survivor and made him a unsurvivor. You converted him from a survivor to a non-survivor. And then you ran off to pursue the other survivors up to a ruined temple, where you got in a giant fight with a bunch of Bronze Fleet slavers who, as per their Bronze Fleet protocol, they started massacring their captives. You lost a bunch of hostages, but you saved a few also. And I think that's where we were. Is that a pretty accurate recap for everybody?
I believe so.
Yep.
Okay.
Only I think it's pronounced crevasse instead of crevice.
Crevasse. Well, it's a crevice, you know. Never mind.
Womp womp.
When we left, I was collecting the heads of the slavers to bring them back as evidence. Well, to be fair, cutting them off and giving them to the captain.
Didn't know
And
you were
carrying
Catholic.
Were we asked to provide heads as evidence, or is this just like a sort of insurance thing?
Insurance thing, and for my part, I figure they want to know, have some kind of evidence to show that we dealt with them.
I think I stomped in one of the heads, so you're gonna be short one.
Oh.
We do like destroy.
They did say a certain amount of money. Was it 30 gold per head? 100 gold per head? I think it was 2,000 gold per head is what I heard.
Really? What were you saying, Mandy?
Oh, just how we like to beat up slavers. That's all.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah.
We do.
It's a healthy thing here in an imaginary fantasy world.
Mhm.
Okay. So, I guess we'll go back to the ruined temple. A huge ruined temple.
Already looted the champion.
Spiritual weapon is down. You definitely went straight to grave robbing and body looting.
I mean, it wasn't dwarves, so that doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
I love that that's your standard.
That's the standard.
Well, that's
Reasonable.
my personal standard.
Yeah, that's why I said your standard. Importantly.
Funny that nobody else looted the looted the dwarf tombs when I was around and bypassing them.
It
We
seemed a bit
respect your
rude.
culture.
Well, you guys have what is known amongst professionals as a bungus here, full of loot. I see
That's right.
2 breastplates, 6 masterwork cutlasses, 1+1 magic cutlass, I think. 2 of the Bronze Fleet rifles, 4 Bronze Fleet pistols, 59 bullets, and 5 suits of studded leather, which I think are, yes, they're masterwork.
I'll just grab some randomly so we can sell them later.
How's Rise, or excuse me, Riviera's ammo looking?
Let's see. She could probably take those bullets. Well, she doesn't need that many, I think she'd say, because she doesn't use. She uses more sophisticated ammo for her rifle.
Okay.
And she's already got 40 bullets for the dainty.
All right then.
So dainty.
So
Load
dainty.
up.
I don't think there's much of this I can use, but I'm waiting for something I can.
I have a sparkly new necklace.
Yay!
Fans.
Fancy.
See, the loot bungus is now empty. So I shall remove the bungus.
Did you put slave heads in the bungus so Captain could put them in his pack?
How many slave heads are we taking?
All of them.
Oh.
Slaver heads.
Slaver heads. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
slave heads.
slave heads is
Sorry,
a
yeah,
different
yeah,
commodity.
Sure.
Subtle
bad.
distinction.
Balrog Blade speaking, sorry.
Well, God, do I
Are
need
we
to make
done
an
with the
object
bungus?
Do I need
Yes.
to make an object for severed heads so that you can keep track of the weight?
If you want.
I mean, I
assume we're
don't
going
want,
back,
but I
straight
will.
back to town, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I got room to carry them.
Okay.
We can just assume, I think.
Are we? I mean, we found out about some kind of
Oh, that's
super
right.
crazy giant had captured some other ones, right? Last time?
Yeah, but we also got these ones that are mostly dead that we need to.
Ah, that's true. Get back to town. That's true.
The
we're
chaps
not
that
gonna go
you've
for the giant?
rescued are injured, but they can carry stuff.
No, there was the two that were basically got down to 0 that we had to bring back.
Yeah, I see. One of them is at -10, but stable. They're all stable. One at -9 and one at -6, and another one at +5.
Yeah.
So they're immobile and heavy and hard to carry unless you can get them back above 0.
Healing, you say?
I know someone who can do that.
Rye. Yeah, Rye. What's his name? Riviera did buy a wand of cure light. If you want to use that and save your spells, I'm not sure how much you got left there.
Yeah, sounds good. If anyone needs stabilized, I could do it as a cantrip, but after that, yeah.
Okay. I will take. Wand of Infernal Healing has 1 charge on Riviera. Probably don't want to spend that. Wand of Cure Light Wounds has 13 charges.
Sounds good.
Okay. That guy's at 0. She's probably going to have to spend 2 per. Yeep, yeep.
Who's drinking on the job?
That's me.
Virtually everyone in this party.
Good to have something after a battle like that.
More
Helps the
like,
pain.
who's sober on the job?
That's right. Ah, shit. This guy needed 3.
You want some whiskey, sir?
No. I got like a 1 fort save. I'll be drunk. No problem.
He wants to be sure for the bridge on the way back.
Hey, if you get a chance, could you drag me onto the map, please? I'm on the other one.
Oh, you didn't load this map. 1 second. Let's
Yeah.
reload. I think we're done with that map. Are we not?
Did we loot the tomb all the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a
That's
duplicate
where
bonus.
we got the Bank of Bismira.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
This bungus is out of date, right? This has been looted.
I don't think so. That Corsair's code is still in there. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone
that's
ever
left
took
over
it.
from. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems right.
There's quite a lot of loot still in that bungus.
Yeah.
There's gold.
Well, is the party returning to town or going in search of the reported giant?
We need to get back to town because these people are in really bad shape.
When you get the others awake, they say that at least 1 or 2 of their mates were carried off by the giant. He got a couple slavers and a couple of our people.
Hey, we'll go
I-
back for them.
Yeah.
How long does it
That's-
take us to get to town and get to them? I can't remember.
It will take you navigating the rope bridge. Probably take you maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to get back to town.
Okay, so we could come back the same day.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think we should do that. Not rest the night. I'm not so sure a giant is gonna keep those guys alive very long.
I agree. But I also don't feel right in leaving these guys just sitting out in the woods. So I want to see them back to town.
Anyone?
Then we can go back.
I think I'm something of a giant biologist. How many men per day does a giant that size typically eat?
Probably a full-grown man with sufficient muscle mass could sustain a average-sized giant for a couple days.
Do they keep them alive till they eat them, or they just murder them all immediately?
Probably.
Okay, good.
Well, he wouldn't want them to go bad.
Yeah.
He might even keep them like livestock.
Well, then your plan is fine.
Phew.
Not
So
you.
reassured.
Just wiping sweat off his brow. Oof.
Okay. You guys return to town. How do we cross? Oh, I should not have gotten rid of the rope bridge scene. Here we go.
So you said like an hour or so. All right, I gotta.
But we do have to fuss
Okay.
with the rope bridge.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
How
we
do
don't
we
have
cross
a.
it? Nervously.
Probably get some of the more dexterous characters to jump across with some of our rope so we can tie them off and have a couple of more lines going back and forth so people can make their way across, at least standing upright, but still probably just inching their way along ropes.
Sounds good. I'm not dexterous, so
Did
leave
it
me
collapse
be-
on us last time?
Only
No.
a little
Not-
bit.
no, not
Okay.
completely.
All right, I will jump across with my use some panache for this.
Okay.
Don't forget the rope.
Yep.
Woo. He runs across one of the side rail ropes like it's a tightrope.
Nice.
No problem.
Shuffle's going next. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna. No, you're good. I'm gonna stand off to the side with a readied web. If it looks like someone's gonna fall, I'm gonna try and catch them by casting web beneath them.
Okay.
Well,
Like
I
that
think
one
you got your
Yeah.
chance.
There you go. Would you like to
Oh.
cast
I do
web?
all the things that I just said. Thank you for letting
Glad
me
I let you
finish.
talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Holy shit, he's going down. Go gadget. Bungee house. Sorry about the spiders.
massive
Oh.
20-foot spiderweb erupts. Vaughn casts a spell and shoots this sort of volleyball-sized blob of web goo that explodes outward in 1,000 different strands when it hits roughly beneath where Xiaofeng is falling towards the rocks. And unless you want to make your reflex save and avoid the webs and fall onto the sharp rocks into the ocean, you just sort of let it catch you.
Yeah, I'll let it catch me.
Okay. Then you can make a reflex save to slowly pull yourself out of it and climb back onto the bridge. Oh, very good. Yeah, I mean, this method seems to work for him. He's now climbing out of the web towards the bridge. He's sort of partially standing on the web. Sees one of his feet stick to it for a second. He pulls that free, and he sort of slowly and methodically gets back up towards the bridge.
Can I strength check myself across and use like just like monkey bars or whatever?
Sure. And use your climbing skill.
Yeah, that's probably better.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine. Xiaofeng grabs onto the bottom of the bridge and just monkey bars across the bottom until he gets to the other side, pulls himself up, and he's there.
Good job.
All right.
Yay!
Is this enough for the walking wounded to carefully shuffle their way across?
You're gonna secure the rope and use that as sort of a brace.
Well, so that they can, instead of having to crawl underneath and hold onto the weight like I did, they can stand on one and kind of shuffle across, using the other for support.
Let's see. Let me grab those people in question. Okay. Yeah. Using the rope, they actually skitter across upright. And then swing from the ropes where the floor panels are broken out. And they cross no problem. The town guard, on the other hand, it's underneath it and monkey swings across the way Xiaofeng did with his climb skill. But your VIPs are across.
Good.
Great.
Alright. Yeah, for the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I didn't do last time and cast Cat's Grace on myself.
Wise.
My God.
And yeah.
Nice.
I reload web.
Do I need to roll climb to get across too, or can I do acrobatics?
How long does web last? Duration 10 minutes per level.
Holy shit.
It's
Damn
just
it.
there.
Gonna be sticky for a while.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Can I roll acrobatics to do this, or?
You can do acrobatics or climb. Storgrim is slowly inching across.
I did not do much better than Storgrim, but
Buhan, you guys realize pretty quickly that probably Buhan and Storgrim should not have gone across at the same time because they are shaking
God.
each other. When one of them sort of almost falls, it nearly shakes both of them loose, and then they both just cling on like a little baby orangutan hanging on to mama. And this takes a while. It's a good thing web lasts 40 or 50 minutes because like 8 minutes later, they finally inch over to the other side, and Xiaofeng and Holden grab them and pull them onto the ledge.
Now to dive under the bar.
Sorry, got excited.
All right, you guys, get over here.
I rolled an 11. How bad was that?
11. Ooh, Riarka. Yes, that's quite a slow progression. With the safety rope, you don't quite fall in. And you occasionally fall down and almost go in the water, but the web is there. Then you get stuck to the web, and then you extract yourself slowly from the web. Not on any particular clock here. You have another 35 minutes of web, so you guys basically use the web as a safety net under this ridiculous trapeze that has proven to be incredibly difficult for you.
Yeah.
Cats are not built for webs.
So then, Sarah.
They just walks across like it's nothing.
Yeah. Riviera, natural 1, bounces off the web, gets caught in the web, has to make a save to get out. Gets stuck, completely stuck in the web. A couple minutes goes by and she slowly extracts herself from there. Works her way back up to the bridge, nearly falls in the water again. Has to make a save. Gets definitely stuck in the web again. Has to climb out of the web again. Climbs out of the web. Attempts to cross the last third of the bridge. Does fine, no problem. And Sarah, did you already cross?
Yeah, I rolled a 30.
You're over there. No problem. And Vaughn?
Alright. Cut the rope now while he's on that side.
Okay. He lives over
Wow.
there now.
Fine.
Thanks for the web. Bye.
You like regular
Thanks
Vaughn,
for the
you just don't like the
resurrection.
little
Get
one.
fucked.
Yeah. I had a 22. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Right.
You don't even have to have a lengthy web adventure. Okay. You guys go back to town. That part is easy from here on out. And let's see. Town will fix the bridge.
What is
They'll
that
bring
noise?
back. That's the wood planks noise. Sorry.
Oh.
All of this guy's maps have changeable parts, and they all make noise when you change them.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty fancy. So they go to town, immediately report that there's bodies down in the gorge, and they come back with wood planks to put back on the bridge to make it safer and easier to cross again. It's now a DC 10 crossing with climber acrobatics instead of 15. And there you go. You guys are back at town, and what do you do there?
I assume all that includes us speaking to Bent Beak and giving us, giving him heads up of what happened.
Let's see, I think I had a voice on him. Or not.
Here's some slaver heads for you.
I think it was broken, and you were doing a voice.
Oh yeah.
And it was kind of like this.
Oh, like I do him Australian.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says there were more lads missing, but 4 is better than 0. He thanks you very much. He sends the carpenters up to repair the bridge. Sends workmen up to retrieve the bodies. He gets you guys some water and snacks. And he
So we're heading
says,
back out to see if we can find some water. There's more. If you continue on to the old temple, there's some more bodies. Unfortunately, the fucking slavers were cowards and murdered hostages before we could do anything.
he says, shit. Who's your, he says, who's your healer?
Point to the cat.
Okay.
I salute.
He hands you a wand, and he says it's only got 20 charges left, but you use them however you see fit. It's a wand of Cure Mon.
Thank you very much.
Big money. Look at that.
It's going to help us a
Look
lot.
here.
Fuck yeah.
He says, "Y'all just bring back our people, if you can."
We're heading out. Before we go, have you heard anything, rumors about the giants inland?
He looks at Captain Poole, who crosses his arms and makes a grumpy face. And Bentbeak says, "Yeah, there's rumors. We didn't want to scare you without really knowing, but he looks at his men and they're nodding. They're like, oh yeah."
Well, apparently one showed up, scattered pretty much the whole group. A few of them just ran right off the edge of the cliff into the water.
He says, well, the rumors that there's one and his pets.
Well, we're about to go see if those rumors are true, because we're heading after whatever direction the other ones went, or were lost to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Any other things you need to grab before you run off?
I think we're good.
If you haven't gotten your gold shares out of the bungus, it looks like there's still some in there.
I have not.
Gold?
Yeah.
Gold mentioned.
I wasn't even here. I ain't going to take
Shares. Yeah, take some because you contributed to the Raised Dead Fund.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
How much do we each get?
90, looks like 93.
93, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Were we
Put it
able
in
to
the fancy
sell
box.
any of those items we brought back?
Well, actually, if you don't mind, can we keep this loot pile and I can dump all the stuff that I just picked up into that so I can empty out my inventory for now?
Sure.
Well, we can call it this is all on the ship.
Me too. I have like one thing.
Let me find. This is. No, that's not it. Shit. Yeah, I guess just use this bungus for now. Nope, that's not it either.
Some of these we might end up going to not letting me add to it, unfortunately.
Oh, let me take. This is the Pillager's Knife inventory version. That's actually all your shit right here. I still don't trust the combat actor versions enough to store things on them, but we'll get there. I hope to have more time to dump into upgrading that soon. I haven't worked on it.
So we can dump stuff onto that boat.
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
That boat is yours. It's just a standard PF1 vehicle inventory. And it's got lots of wool and rum rations on it, so. Got some gloom grape. 52, plenty of corn.
This is what I always wanted.
That corn has been in there a while. It might be corn on the edge.
Corn on the edge.
Just like the cheese in my inventory.
Cheese on the edge.
Yeah.
Are there any potions available, Toby?
Potions, not in the bungus. Checking the ship. No, unless you want to drink alchemist fire. Let's see, crab meat. Have you got any money, or are you still zeroed from Operation Resurrection?
I've got 122 gold.
Dear God.
I am similarly broke.
Oh, ram it. Bent Beak digs around in his own little pirate fanny pack and hands Sarah a potion of cure light. And he hands Vaughn a potion of cure light. And he says, That's honestly all I've got, mates.
That's fine.
Thanks.
Reached in a bad way since they attacked, but we'll recover. We sell that galley and we'll be all right.
So,
Also, a bunch of other random shit in this bungus that I don't think has been sold. We don't have to deal with that right now.
Nah.
Some of this we're going to want to sell. Some of this we might want to distribute it amongst the crew.
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about that.
Yeah, pistols and bullets for sure, but
You see Lil Vaughn has grabbed a few of the bullets.
Uh-oh.
was one of those cutlass better than what Ree is carrying, Toby?
Ree could take one of those magic cutlasses.
I thought one was she only carrying a masterwork. One of those was plus
that's
one,
true.
right?
That's true.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere's in the pillager's knife inventory now.
Thank you.
Alright, cool. That's everything.
It is a bronze fleet cutlass. It's
Oh, yeah.
like wearing a badge that says slaver, but obviously everyone in current company understands why you have it.
it's cool. We're repurposing it.
Use it for now. Maybe be able to like modify it later. I don't know. Paint it or something. I don't know.
Sort of like the old Japanese rifles where they used to strike out the rising sun to show it was claimed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
I have one. Actually, no, excuse me, I got one of the rifles that isn't struck out.
Neat.
Alright.
You're one of them.
Yep. Well, my grandfather was.
Cool.
Let's get going.
Yep. Back to the woods.
Okay. The party strikes out. Let's see, I'll charge you an hour for that. It's about 10 a.m. when you guys head back in. Should I assume the entire party can make a DC 10 check to cross the rope bridge?
I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
That
but
would be
maybe.
generous.
My time.
You could, in fact, take 10.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll need to take 10.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay. Safety first, says the pirate party.
Well, hey, we gotta be safe to be risky.
That's right.
Well,
That's
they're
right.
called calculated risks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm bad at doing math.
You reach the other side of the gorge, find your previous tracks and the signs of battle here. The town's workers are already trying to lower ropes down and lower people down to retrieve the bodies of their friends and allies that are dead down there. They retrieve the slavers' bodies too. They're just going to bury them. And they salute you with the knuckle to the forehead as you come by. They seem very thankful for what you're doing.
No prob.
Nod at him as I go by.
Up the hill from the gorge is where the trail turns to the right towards the ruined temple where you went and had a big shootout. And then there are no signs or trails down the hill, but there is something of a path between these sapling trees that are 15, 20 feet tall, all down in that sort of valley on southwestern Firegrass Highland.
Well, that's where we're heading.
Okay. Let's see. this, this, and then you guys love it when I do this. All right. Let's
Bone
have
chilling.
perception checks for the whole party.
I'll be out in front of the party, but not as far as before. I'll be about 40 feet out, because...
Natural 20. Roll out.
Okay.
I see y'all.
Shafang doesn't perceive, he just drinks.
Man, that whiskey's gonna go fast.
Oh yeah, that's the plan. He's an alcoholic for sure.
All right. Well, get you on
Amazing. Good
that
for him.
bullseye rum's more cost effective.
That's why the rum's always gone.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20. Roll
Typical
out.
chef.
Let's see. Oh, gold. Sarah with the 32. Storgum
22 stealth.
I have 27.
Okay. 26, 27. Really good perception checks.
I'm lucky to be conscious.
Yeah. How did Holden do? Does he even
I
know
have a total of a 1.
Impressive.
Atta
man.
boy.
It's positive, so there's that.
In this case, you have a 3 because it is auditory.
Ooh.
You don't see anything. There is, on this side of the island, the wind comes from the northwest and pushes down into this valley and then gets turned out to sea. Occasionally the wind shifts and suddenly you get a very cold breeze coming off the southwestern ocean. Once in a great while, the wind momentarily shifts enough that it's coming from the northeast and you get the tiniest little trail of that fog that smells like sulfur or strange chemicals. As soon as you smell it, you think, I really shouldn't be breathing this, but it passes so quickly you don't worry about it. And walking down into this valley, these sapling trees are placed in a deliberately random pattern, if you know what I mean. They're not in rows, they're not perfectly equidistant from each other, but they perfectly cover the area and give each other exactly the right amount of space between them to maximize their growth. Feels like you're in a garden. Somebody's garden. Those of you that are trained in survival can roll a check.
23.
Very good. Sarah.
3.
6.
You get minus
You're not trained,
2
Vaughn.
from Shafang.
13.
Leave it to the
Minus
trained people
4,
like me.
because Vaughn helps also. Helps. Plus 2 from Storgrim, so you have a total of minus 2. Which takes
21.
you down to 21, because they are being distracting and walking circles around the trees. And they're all saying the same thing. I don't see anything. And the trouble is you don't see anything either, but they're sort of they're just trampling things. They're being careless. But there are no tracks down here. No giant footprints, no regular people footprints, nothing.
And those tracks we saw up top just disappeared, right?
Yes.
Alright, I report that to Captain. Say there's no tracks, but the tracks up top disappeared, but this is a purposeful planting of these trees, so something's weird.
I don't know. Keep an eye out. What we can find.
What kind of tracks did we find up there that disappeared?
They were humanoids who were fleeing the battle, and they suddenly, their tracks disappeared. At a full sprint, they were just gone.
And we didn't see any tracks of any animal or any giant, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's weird shit.
Are we leaving tracks?
Yes.
Are they staying for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yep. You guys are
Man.
walking on soft and fairly fertile soil. And it's even getting to a wide basin here above sea level, but clearly catching a lot of rainwater. The next couple miles, you think you actually have swamp like conditions. You have rolling hills of very dark earth, volcanic soil. Nothing grows in it at first, but once it breaks up and crushes after however many hundreds of thousands of years into soil, it's really rich. So it's this black, dark brown soil that gets mushier and mushier as you go along. And then no roll will keep your earlier survival check, even without the distractions. You find a trail crossing yours, several of them, of hooves. Dozens and dozens of hooves.
Hmm.
The giant
You
had
know-
some sort of pets.
Yeah. Can we tell what kind of hoof they are?
Probably Balrog. No, they're can roll knowledge nature on them.
That is something I don't have.
Oh, nar. Someone's got it.
Arnor.
Von,
It's
quadruped, split hoof, based on these tracks, passed through here within the last day or so. And you're guessing that they are 5,000 or 6,000 pounds and 8 feet at the shoulder.
Ugh.
damn.
There's maybe 9 or 10 of them.
Really big hooves.
Are they all going in the same direction or different directions?
They are moving as a herd, walking at a leisurely pace.
Does this seem like a game trail, like it's traveled quite often, or a new trail?
Yeah, they've traveled it before.
Okay. So are they going to us or away from us?
They're going from the south to the northwest. They're crossing what is your path. You're coming from the northeast going southwest, away from the center of the island.
Okay, so like just deer crossing the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me give you guys these chords a little bit. So you guys are going southwest, and this trail is going across your path to the northwest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Follow them.
Is that towards the Vogue?
No, away from the Vogue and farther into the swamp. And no perception check needed. Ahead of you, maybe a quarter mile, looming up. You can see it from here. You couldn't see it from the east due to the rock ridges. But there is one huge tree rising out of the forest of saplings in front of you. It's maybe 150, 160 feet tall. You see the top boughs of it. You kind of thought it was a giant rock from so far away. It's this dark, greenish brown, very thick-leaved tree. Does not look like it belongs on this island at all. But it is at the center of this forest of these saplings. And it's to the southwest.
It's a different style of tree than these saplings, or the same?
It is definitely a relative of them, although it looks so much bigger, it's hard to recognize. The saplings may look a little odd when they're young, but they could turn into that someday. The leaf shape is similar.
Okay, I fill in Captain about that.
Okay, let's check the tree out. Get elves up there or something.
As
It'd
you
be good to know about.
as you begin to approach this grove of trees, Sarah, I think you had the high perception at 30 something.
32, yeah.
You feel an impact tremor.
I signal danger to the party. I rolled an 18 stealth, which is shit. And I'm 30 feet ahead.
Oh, I forgot about that sound.
What the hell?
I think I have I drank some more buffing alcohol. I need a roll of fort.
Love it.
That's crazy.
Nice. Can't stop me.
Natural 20. Roll out.
Man.
Like a fish.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Not your token being crooked.
I do that all the time by
I'm
accident.
drinking.
Nah, it's just my stupid mouse has like a thing where it moves, and I
Mhm.
use the shift for touch to talk. So
You could always lock your token, but
nah.
what
Lock
fun
it
is that? You
sideways.
couldn't do
Yeah.
what Holden is now doing, which is just spinning in place. It looks like he's on one of those cat wheels.
It's more fun to Xiaofeng to be drunkenly off center.
All right. We can.
He just looks so
I mean,
happy.
I have drank too. So
He's having a good time.
there we go.
It is the happiest token I think I've ever seen Midjourney produce.
Joyous.
So I signal danger, tremors, giant.
Alright, I'll have it spread out a little bit, so we're not kind of clumped up in case they want to do like something like, you know, throw a big rock at us or something. Proceed cautiously.
Don't get coned up.
Mhm.
Okay.
What's the terrain? Are the trees still purposely far apart here, or is it more clustered here?
They are still perfectly spaced.
Okay. Can I be kind of out from the party and ahead, but off to the side using trees for cover? Is there a way to do that? Or is this
Yeah.
way too open?
There's about 30 feet in between each of these saplings. There are thousands of them down in this valley, so they do deserve to be called a forest, but they're widely spaced.
Okay, I'll kind of be out to the side and to the front a little bit. Because I have no invisibility left, so I'm out here with 30 HP, fellas, so I'm going to have to take care of myself a little bit.
Fair enough.
Man, that HP is low.
I have you at 40.
40, yeah, still.
Still a bit low.
One giant foot and I'm dead.
Sure.
Good lord, that's lower than mine.
I noticed that the other day when I was looking at everyone's.
You don't have to brag, Buhan. Don't have to
Well,
brag.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, so we're moving forward, Cap.
Yep, cautiously.
Sarah, you feel another impact tremor. It's vaguely forward and to the right. It's 100 or 200 feet away. It's far away.
I signal that information to the captain.
Head in that general direction.
That is generally towards the tree and a little to the right. As you get closer to the tree, you see that there is sort of an empty ring around it, about 100-foot radius, where there's no saplings.
Natural 20. Roll
Shit,
out.
31 perception, 32 survival. To read anything?
More of those hooves here. And you see a spot that almost looks like a human-sized footprint. It impacts on the ground like it's dropped from some great height. And then it looks like whoever it was fell forward and didn't catch themselves with their hands. They fell onto their knees and rolled across their body and then managed to get to their feet. And then they were sort of dragged towards the big tree. And that's where that trail goes.
Alright, I signaled Captain. Captives are by the tree, I think, or towards the tree.
Alright. Head that way then.
Okay. As you approach the tree, you see off to the right at first, to the eye in the distance, they look like big gray bushes, but no, they are 8 foot high, 12 foot long. Some sort of huge gray, black, shaggy buffalo. Your first clue that they're not bushes because they're standing still grazing on some sort of swamp grass around the big tree. There's maybe 10 of them. And you see, as the party is walking towards them, one or two of them just slowly raises a head. And you see on either side of the top of the skull, they look like big black and gray furry cows. But on either side of the skull, there is a huge curved horn, probably 5 foot long if it was straight on each side. You would not want to be gored by those.
How far away are they?
At this point, like 300-400 feet.
Okay.
Long way off. And they occasionally stamp their feet, and it's not producing the impact tremor you're feeling.
All right. Did you roll new perception? How far away I think the tremors are coming from?
Yeah, roll me a new perception.
28.
Pretty good, pretty good. You'd swear it was behind you now.
I wheel and show that the captain's behind us now. How far do I think?
Farther, maybe 300 or 400 feet.
I tell the captain, but I shake my head. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Sounds like an opportunity to me. Let's pick up the pace. Maybe we can get in, get our people, get the fuck out.
Okay. I know you guys always get extra scared when there's a map for it, but there's a map for it.
We're dead.
Oh God,
we're dead.
Die.
Start to roll new
Character's a
character.
gunslinger. If you're smart,
Okay.
yours is too.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Abandon all hope.
Let's try to be professionals.
Professional
A
cowards.
professional knows
Professional
that.
cowards.
That's a sign of
Episode title.
professional cowards.
Professional
Put that in the
cowards.
Chat.
That is a
Yeah. I'm
gonna
nominee.
do it.
That is a nominee.
Especially if we do more cowardly stuff during this episode.
I wish there was some way to put the indignant. Professional cowards.
Okay, let's go.
How far is the big tree from me, Toby?
Currently, you would have to leave the sapling cover. The big tree is 100 foot southwest. The critters, the big cows, are 125 to 200 foot straight west. You just have a wide clearing. There's some swamp pools. It's not perfectly flat. There's actual standing water here and there. It's a really marshy. Humidity's really high here.
How tall are the trees right where I'm at?
They're about 15, 20 feet. They vary, but most of them are in that range.
Would they sustain my weight if I climbed one?
Yeah, you don't weigh that much. Roll me a check. They're not very hard to climb.
I'm broke since I'm on the new map.
Oh, your stuff's not working here?
Oh, there it worked. Okay,
Okay,
it's 16. Not great. It's acrobatics I used.
You hook onto a tree and find them to be surprisingly slick, but you get a grip and you eventually do a kind of hugging inchworm thing to climb up higher and higher and higher. And you get about 15 foot off the ground. And you're looking kind of across the tops of the trees.
28 perception again. And a 30 stealth.
200-ish feet behind the party, some of the saplings' tippity tops are swaying against the wind. Most of them are swaying with it, of course.
Can I tell which direction that thing is moving?
Very slowly towards the party.
Alright, I whisper that to Captain. Come in this direction, about 200 foot.
Head south, straight south. See if it angles towards us.
Okay, straight south will take you into the clearing away from any tree cover.
But we're not heading towards the trees, towards the cows.
Correct.
You know?
Not towards the cows, not towards the big tree. You can skirt along the edge.
Exactly.
On this map, which is roughly square, let's see, what is this map? How big are you? You're a pretty big map. Yeah, it's like 250 feet square. The edges of this map you can treat as having like sapling tree cover there.
I cast Mirror Image while walking south. There
Toby,
are now
can I...
6 fawns.
Nice. Toby, can I glide from tree to tree?
Yeah. You can jump and glide and climb a little bit.
I do that.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics and a stealth check for that operation. Acrobatics
Ooh, not
is
good.
piss. You kind of smack into the first tree or two, but you'll get the hang of it. And
Not
your
stealthy
stealth is
either.
Also crap. Yeah, you realize that you're
'Cause you're
making the
factoring
trees
the-
shake. Yeah. And you're making more noise than you meant to, but the idea was a good idea.
It was.
It's just not working at the moment.
No.
Needs practice.
Flying's not your thing, man.
Did you just call me flightless? How dare you?
I'm a bird.
Is it angling towards us?
Climb back up and look.
Yeah.
Okay. New perception check.
20.
All the trees are swaying with the wind. And yeah, Mandy, that oh no you're hearing is in the ambient recording.
That's terrifying.
I could have taken it out, but it's just too cool.
It is.
I'm still hearing the Island 418 audio. Am I supposed to not hear that?
Oh god damn it. Really?
Yeah, I might just need a refresh because
Like
I'm
the
not hearing the
song?
oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm hearing
Jeez,
anything.
I'm sorry.
So
All
I'll
this time
Yeah,
you've
I don't
been
hear
listening
anything.
to oh yeah, control F5. Hold control and hit your F5 if you can, if you're not hearing.
I just weave west.
Oh, Foundry. Two things this platform desperately needs is to reload very quickly instead of taking a long time, and then for me to be able to force you guys to reload once it's quick and efficient.
It's okay, I'm patient.
You guys are very patient. I appreciate that. If you could just imagine this being 1,000 times worse, that's what it was like on Roll20. So
God damn, never forget.
it was so bad. It was just not worth doing half the time.
Yeah.
Still in a Roll20 game.
Yeah. If you go real limited graphics, it can kind of work, but I don't even like their character sheet.
Yeah, it's ass.
Started one a couple of weeks ago. We're actually using D&D Beyond for the character sheet.
Cool.
Plug in just to connect to Roll20.
I have a Foundry mod that allows your D&D Beyond to connect to a D&D 5 Foundry and just auto-update your characters. Pretty cool.
Well, it doesn't auto-update, but it allows me if I roll something or click a skill or something in my D&D Beyond, it at least does the roll or posts it in the Foundry or the Roll20.
Cool.
Okay, so 20 perception. Is it still moving towards us?
Nope. All the trees are swaying with the wind. And you,
Not moving toward us, Cap.
As you guys stop for a minute, you stop feeling the tremor. You occasionally just hear the sounds of the sort of cattle beasts across the swamp stamping their feet, making a little noise.
Shall we continue?
Is there supposed to be ambient sound on this map?
There should be. You should be hearing ambient forest at the moment.
Yep.
I can hear it a little bit, but I
keep it very quiet.
I don't have good hearing regardless.
Hell yeah.
I got a bone in my ear apparently.
You should have 3 of them.
Well, there's one that we're not going to talk about my medical history, so it's boring.
Later.
We are enforcing HIPAA rules here.
I believe it counts as if I explain to you
Getting
I have
serious.
a bone growing in the wrong angle.
Namkath quoted the HIPAA rules, so.
He did.
Okay, yeah, HIPAA.
Yeah, HIPAA protection. So.
All right. Well, if don't know if it's just lost us or what.
Survival check.
$25.
Your party is leaving big muddy footprints.
He gonna find you real easy.
Fuck. Fine, let's just start heading for the tree.
He's probably disappeared flying and gonna eat us.
I can't. I'm not in the map yet still, but you can move me wherever the group's going to head.
Okay, you're still
The
with
same.
the group. Holden's crossing the swamp.
Is that a swamp? I can't see it.
Even you can tell that there is a swamp directly in front of you. You're standing on in it. No roll.
Geez, it's
roll.
soupy in here.
Yes, it's very soupy.
Looks like we're gonna just go further. If we go further south, we can at least get a shorter way across over here.
Okay. Start moving south around and then taking a shortcut to the tree.
Okay.
There you go. Now I hear.
What'd you say, Namkath?
But now I hear the background noise.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Storgrim, not Namkath.
Either one doesn't.
You're just imprinted in my brain as Namkath at this point.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week, we have a Namkath
All right.
appearance.
So, how deep is the swamp in this section?
Doesn't ever seem to get more than ankle deep.
Start slogging across.
Okay, looks like Tim and Enrique are reloaded.
Nope.
No,
I still have gray screen.
Yeah.
Just give it until you think it can't possibly take any more time, and then
man.
5 more minutes.
My patience level is already so low to begin. Oh, it's there. Man, there you go. Perfect. I needed that advice. That was good advice from me.
Just gotta talk shit a little bit, Xiaofang, and then it comes back.
It is, like everything at my house, it's powered by shit talk.
Shit talk. Well,
Explains the name of the street. Yeah.
It is a
Alright.
indigenous word for me.
I'm in.
Doxing Toby.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just thinking, wow.
I hear it again, Cap.
Look up Shit Street or whatever it was. I don't know.
Okay, let's just go. Come on.
I don't know where it's coming from, but I hear it.
Oh, what was that? Who did that noise?
That was my perception roll.
Who did that? That's very bad. You guys start splashing across the swamp. You get about this far. Sort
God
of
damn it.
A little bit spread out. Buhan up to his neck in quicksand, sinking fast. No, you're just splashing in your ankles across the swamp. You hear from somewhere in the swamp, the northeast, from the direction you came.
It's over there.
the south side of the huge tree, which is now only 70 feet away from you, you're beginning to notice that there are very large steps coming out of the center of the tree, and a south-facing chunk of bark on the tree swings out like a giant 15-foot tall door. Sounds like a door as it opens. And as you guys are crossing the swamp, I assume you don't want to step farther towards it. A 16-foot tall man wearing a green tunic and bare, very heavily muscled arms, sort of orangish red skin, with blue tattoos up and down his shoulders, biceps, and forearms. He's holding a great spear in his hand. He's a white beard, pointed angled ears, glowing orange eyes. And in his beard, which is neatly braided, there are several different skulls hanging from his beard, some of which may be human. And he has sort of a little tuft of white hair on top of his head going backwards. Big, heavy boots. And he steps out of his door and stares at you. And says something in a language I'm not sure if any of you speak.
What language?
Giant.
Oh. Yeah.
Don't.
Only mayonnaise in common.
Where's a list of languages on the character sheet? I flung some random attributes. That's where it is.
I'm checking.
Nope.
The party
I ain't got it.
has Aklo, Aslanti, Draconic Dwarven, Elven, Goblin, Infernal, Polyglot, Skulls. Which one of you speaks Aklo? Riviera, who's not here.
Speak Orc. Does that help? Aquan.
If you want to be offensive, sure, just yell at him in Orcish.
Babble at him in Infernal.
I only know Common, Polyglot, Taldane, and Mayonnaise.
I'm going to, just because Rye is buried under a pile of forklifts, just like 10 of them on top of him. Riviera from somewhere behind you in first one language, you hear her say something, and his eyes narrow and he stares at you and grips his spear, and she says in some other language none of you speak, and he tilts his head and it seems like he takes an actual moment then to look at each one of you. And he does a long, low whistle, sort of a over your heads into the woods behind you. And he says in a very thick, common accent,
You cut out there, Toby.
Yeah, I thought it was just me.
I'm typing.
What have you brought
He
us,
was just
children?
making us wait.
And he's looking at us when he says that?
Yes.
Didn't bring nothing. Looking to rescue some people. And then maybe kill a few bastard slavers who deserve killing.
I offer him my whiskey. I hold it out.
Where is that whiskey from?
Made out of aged in barrels made from pines cut from the Stoneheart Massacre.
You're reading
Glade.
the label to him.
Yeah. Frankly, I haven't thought about it too much, but it's good. Here, I'll toss it at him.
Stop reading the label and bring it here, boy.
I'll do a sense motive. Yeah.
He steps forward and his steps make no sound, no impact tremor. And his feet are huge, but you have not seen a single track of his in the area. And Riviera, if you should happen to glance back at your shoulder, she is making whatever the Mayonnaise sign for druid is.
Um, so do I trust him with a 21 sense motive?
I rolled a 27 too.
He looks like he is weighing whether or not to eat all of you.
So the whiskey I'm offering him is also half empty. But I'm just gonna go for it. I'll try to be just overly kind and hope I win him over.
Okay.
To
You
hand
got
him the
any
whiskey.
people skills?
Let me see. I don't remember. No,
I'll go with you if it'll help.
I have poetry, 1 point in that, but that's not gonna help. And yeah, then I have a +1 bluff, but I'm not bluffing him, so no, I
I'll
don't.
follow you.
As
to
you
do the
approach, he leans his head forward, his eyes bug out a little bit, and he snorks in a huge amount of air. He just takes a huge sniff in your general direction.
Yeah, sorry,
You
someone
smell
threw
like
up
a
on me
spice
earlier.
rack, boy.
Oh, yeah,
What is that?
I have some spices too if you want to try, actually. I got these from an island nearby.
Are you a cook?
Yeah, I'm a cook. I can cook you something really good with these. Have you ever seen this before? And I pull out the aisle 418. And I'm also, yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't know what those are. I don't know, maybe he's into them actually. He's a fucking druid, of course he knows. What am I doing?
Do you have a good recipe for idiot man flesh?
I could probably whip up something pretty good.
He turns and looks back into his tree house. The base of the tree seems to be hollow, and his doorway opens into it. And he looks in there, and you hear from inside, distantly, some...
I could try to cook up some idiot man flesh for you.
Mandy, cannibalism mentioned.
Cannibalism mentioned.
That's right.
Well, it's not
It's only
cannibalism because he's
Yeah.
not human.
Bruh.
Does he want my whiskey, by the way? I'm still holding it out for him.
He still holding this unbelievably huge and beautiful spear. This spear is as tall as he is. It's 15-ish feet long, with a tip that is so ornately carven wood enchanted. And all down the length of this huge spear, there are very tight, sort of concentric Celtic-looking magic runes and patterns. It looks like a very fine weapon. And his armor, now that you're close to him, seems like it's very nice and hidden under his sort of loose green tunic. And he says, he leans the spear to one side and says,
If any of you try anything, you won't live long enough to regret it.
and he kneels down to one knee and reaches forward with his empty hand for the whiskey.
Nice. I hand that to him, and I hold on the other hand the wildflower petals. I warn him they're hallucinogenic, but let him know he can try some of these if he wants. I have them.
You give him a dash of the 418 flowers?
If he wants them, yeah. I don't know how much he would need, being a giant guy. But if he wants
the
them all, he can take them.
Takes the entire bottle of whiskey,
Uh-oh.
sniffs it, and downs it all at once.
Ah!
Nice.
Holy shit.
It's pretty good.
He takes the wildflower pinch
Be careful with that. It's strong. I know you're a big guy, but our friends over there.
A beautiful meadow made this.
He grinds it between his fingers, holds it under his nose, and sniffs all of it in, snorks it straight up his nose.
Oh, good
a
lord.
huge
Are all
dose.
druids fucking drug addicts?
In my world, yeah, Josh.
Okay. Well, the two that we've met in your campaigns have been drug addicts.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, if anyone is gonna snort wildflower petal.
I model druids, Josh, off people you and I both know from the music community.
Jim Whiteford.
Jim, Hank a little bit.
Yeah.
All that bunch. Good people.
It is a sample size of 2.
Yeah.
But
well, there are other druids who are not drug addicts. We're just not thinking of them right now. There's
we
Fury
just
and
don't
from
know
Hell's
them.
Rebels and Rissa, not a drug addict.
That we know of.
That we know of.
That you know.
Fucking jinx. Anyway.
Next time the party meets Rissa, staring at her. Okay. He seems to enjoy the flower petals, and he sort of relaxes a little bit. And he jams his spear into the mud and stands up.
Okay, I'm gonna say, do you mind if my friends come closer here? And I'm gonna point at Ryarka, because I know she's gonna be way better at the rest of this than I am. I got kind of stupid lucky.
You're doing great.
Fine, as long as my friend comes closer as well.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
This is
you.
Ryarka. She went to college.
I did.
Oh my
Nice
God.
to meet you.
College.
What the hell is this meme?
And then I hand it off to you to keep talking to him.
Thanks. Oh.
The rest of the party approaches a little closer. Vaughn, Sarah, Riviera.
Nope, I'm just stay back.
You stay back?
I'm gonna just watch from a distance over here.
You and Riviera, stay back.
Yeah, I don't get all clumped up.
Not gonna get coned up? Okay, perception check, Vaughn, Sarah, and Riviera.
23.
Okay. Let me...
I stay near Sarah because Sarah is third.
Rub it
Run
in.
cover for a little bit. You do the same for me.
You hear a growl and sort of half-hearted roar from 30 or 40 feet behind you. And you immediately turn and look, everybody does, in between the trees. And you see nothing. Nothing is standing there. There are no tracks on the ground. You just see empty space.
Loa. Ichanotan.
And as he says this, you see the air sort of shimmer between the trees. And there's no other way to say it. A Tyrannosaurus voids its invisibility.
Good lord.
Nice.
It is probably a blue-gray color, but like him, it is covered in what looks like war paint and tattoos. And it is massive. Sarah, you're a little shocked at how close it got to you.
Yeah, no, I'm scared.
Distant relative, Sarah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Wow. Yeah, we heard that. We heard that. That's going into the record there.
Sarah Sigpark.
Oh, nice.
It's another nominee.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat.
It stands there very composed for a giant killing and eating machine. And he says,
So why have you come, Spice Rack?
He tries to remember for a second. You see him thinking. He's kind of, shit. He looks at Ree first, hoping she'll bail him out.
looking for some of our friends. And I rolled a 30 on Diplo a minute ago.
And he honestly did forget just because he's too drunk.
Fair.
He speaks catfolk to you.
Oh, it's fun.
In catfolk, he says,
Where is your tribe, Black Cat?
Oh boy.
ask the hard questions.
Would he know it by the new name?
Which new name?
That's what it sounds like.
Holden just hears meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
From a
Is that
big,
how
deep
you-
voice and Ree's voice.
Meow. Meow.
Yeah.
Since it's a newish country, would he know that? Or would
Which
I don't
you think you savvy what he means. A lot of catfolk are nomadic, and you have lived a life more like the humans. You've been in cities, you've been in like real civilization, and so you think he's picturing a very different sort of catfolk than you have been.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. Chefing.
So, if you want to give him a truthful answer, it would be that you lost your
Yeah.
tribe when you were very little, and you've adopted a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
This is my new tribe. I lost my old one.
A pity. Your new one is hairless and ugly.
Fair, but they're good people.
So you wish to take my prizes, Spicerack? What do you bring in trade?
I guess I can't interest you in more of these flower petals.
Those are valuable.
Okay.
But I need these prizes to feed my friend.
The Tyrannosaur, yeah.
I do not eat meat, but she eats nothing else.
And I'm guessing those buffalo are off limits too.
The herd sustains her barely.
Does it need to be fresh meat?
She has grown to such a size that we need more.
We have a pile of heads. in
We
a
do have
backpack.
that.
That got turned in.
Oh.
We turned it in before coming back.
There's also the bodies that the heads were attached to.
Yeah. I was gonna
up
ask
at
him.
the... Yeah.
Yeah. Will they eat freshly, maybe a few hours dead meat? There's a bunch of them. Slavers. Horrible people.
I can sanctify the
absolutely. She
corpses
is
so
the
they
carrion
keep
eater
longer.
mainly.
Yeah, he would accept those.
No?
Okay.
Don't suppose you need any more alcohol to go with it. Got some mulled wine or some rum. If it would help with the price.
Yeah. I've got one shot left of this Merlot. But yeah, we can give you those corpses. You need help getting them over here, or you want us to tell you where it is, or...
How is it that you have whiskey from the far north? You are visitors to this island.
Some monkey gave it to me, man. I don't even know where it came from. he just came up and handed it to me. But I was like, that's cool. So I took it.
Smart monkey.
Yeah.
Bro has some lore.
I don't know. I wish the monkey was here. Maybe you could ask him where he got it. But
Yeah, where is the monkey?
is he? Yeah, is he not a familiar yet?
Did we lose track of him?
I can
he's
taste
on
the
the ship.
Sutterwood pines.
Oh, okay.
I hear the loafy creaks.
Ha!
The lo-fi.
ASMR.
Yeah. Well, I can
All
cook
right,
you something
Spice
too if you want. I can help you prepare these these bodies for your Tyrannosaur.
Oh, would you?
Oh no.
Yeah. Hey man, you only get better by trying new things, right?
The captain's shaking his head kind of violently back behind you.
Spook that. You do that. Those knives ain't going anywhere near our food.
Yeah, you're gonna need new knives.
We'll probably have to throw those away.
Do you have any knives?
Pretty good, you know.
We'll know.
Y'all trust that?
If you have equipment, Thragorn, they don't want me to use the equipment that I have here with me. Even though I did kind of stab a corpse with it earlier, but
That's different.
Is it?
The other one's decomposed.
it's kind of worse.
Oh, that's true. It's already bad.
You may use my cleavers to prepare Loa's dinner, and you may use your finer tools to prepare something for me from my stores.
Oh man, I'm dying because this is so
Then
insane.
we will trade.
We've got this.
I'm cooking humans for a giant T-Rex.
Oh, there's a gift.
Do you
for
like
this.
desert coffee with your meal?
Did you have that on your bingo?
No, no. But yeah,
This
okay.
is so unhinged.
I'm also gonna consult Savage Sustenance when I do it. 'cause it gives me
Oh,
Savage
yeah.
mentioned.
Oh, it does, yeah.
It gives me like a +5, I think. So I'll take 10 to read through this book and see if anything can help me in my preparation for the Tyrannosaur and for him.
Well, he says he says you may enter his home, but the rest of you have to wait outside.
Oh god.
And he steps in, and the Tyrannosaur sort of posts up on the east side of the house. You notice that it does not look at the herd, but the herd always has one of them staring at the Tyrannosaur. They never aren't aware of her location.
I guess we got to go back to the temple and grab those slaver bodies.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
Fine.
Sorry guys. I gotta study this book.
Hey,
We
Shafang,
believe in you.
how many townsfolk are in there?
4.
All right. We're bringing back 8 corpses.
One of these in here is a slaver. You can recognize his gear, Shafang. This guy is a slaver.
Okay, yeah. So I say 3.
Okay, so 3. Then we're
3.
bringing back
One. We can leave with him.
then we're bringing back 6 corpses. We're
Yeah,
gonna trade
and-
2 corpses per live person, and we don't give a fuck about the slaver.
And I'm gonna try to explain to Thragorn what slavery and slavers are and stuff while I'm here, and tell him why this
Stupid.
guy's really horrible.
I doubt he's stupid.
I know.
am familiar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so this guy, he's awful. We don't need him.
You needn't explain the world to me, sir.
That's
Just make dinner.
mansplain to the giant.
No, I gotta do it.
Is it mansplaining if you're both men?
Mansplain to the giant is a good title too, I think.
Mansplaining to the
humans,
giant.
No, human-splaining to the giant. I'll
to
try
the
to type
giant.
it up.
Yep.
Okay, just cook.
Don't
Got
giant
it.
explain to me, Spice Rack.
Okay. All right.
Giant flame.
So yeah, I guess. I mean, if you want, I can get started with this guy, and we're not trading for him anyway.
I quit eating people before you became one.
Oh,
How old are you?
Somewhere around 200 years.
Wow. I'm only like 30-ish. It's pretty cool. You want me to do this in here? Is there like a kitchen or something?
Yes, here, take a look in my pantry.
There's a fungus here. You can look in and see what he's got. First thing you notice is that there is a Bronze Fleet pistol and cutlass in here. There's some heavy crossbows and cutlasses and armor from town. Some bullets and crossbow bolts. And then you notice that he's got fresh artichokes. You smell the basil leaves. They are very strong. Really good strain of basil. You see bay leaves that he's recently gathered. Fresh cabbage. Some weird kind of cheese that you suspect may come from the giant buffalo things outside. Ginger. He's got some freshly butchered, like the head's been cut off of several huge mackerel that he must have pulled out of the sea in the last day or so. Mushrooms, rutabaga, shallots, and a massive, like an entire side of tuna that's been butchered and half eaten.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna make his meal first. I'll make him some mackerel. I'm looking through the menus here to see like what ingredients I actually have from all these.
This was insane.
You may use the shallots. And
Okay.
all of it.
All of the shallots? Okay.
Use all
I
of
don't
the
bother with
shallots.
onions.
Do you have you don't have any on right?
Onions are shallots for poor people.
Wait, yeah. Okay, I'll replace the onions with shallots for sure, but I don't have oregano.
He's sort of backseat drives a little bit, but he takes little pinches of things as you're working this up, and you can prepare, a tuna dish, a mackerel dish. Yeah, I heard a chef say it, Holden. That's why I'm quoting it. And these ingredients are so fresh and so wonderful. Like the bay leaf and the basil that he has are so pungent. The ginger is so strong. He's clearly got some really good strains of vegetables that he grows somewhere nearby.
Nice. Yeah, do you want me to just pick something from Savage Sustenance, or do I need to like look at the ingredients list and match it up to what I actually have here?
Impress me, Spice Rack. You're not out of the woods yet.
Oh, yeah, impress him. All right. So I've got. I mean, he only has basil, artichoke, and bay leaf, right? Like
you can find some
cabbage,
other. This is like
rutabaga,
his
shallot.
freshest ingredients, but you can find some
Okay.
other random stuff nearby.
All right.
If you ask him for something, he'll find something similar.
Cool. What is this one? Robust, spicy, not. All right, I will make.
He says the swamp has a very diverse selection of flora.
Yeah, I think I feel like I'm not gonna impress him with this.
You notice that the
so much
four
pressure.
dudes who are tied up and gagged, laying in a lump against the wall, are all watching you intently and sweating.
Yeah, I'm gonna make these recipes are all insane. It's like troll blood, ghoul, dragon.
Oh well,
whatever.
you won't be able to
I can
match those
substitute 'em.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do the I don't know. I'll just do like the whatever castellet is. This wyvern castellet. I don't know
Yes.
how to put
No
it into
trolls on
chat.
this island. I killed them ages ago.
No trolls. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to do. How do I put it in chat? Can I?
Threw their
From
filthy bones into
From
the
my
sea.
book, Savage Sustenance. I'm trying to do this wyvern castellet.
Sure. I'll pop up the thing so everybody can see it. Okay. And you're gonna go for Wyvern Castellet?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Meat, hearty beans, aromatic herbs, vegetables. The mightiest of barbarians. Alright.
So you're gonna make like a tuna cassoulet?
Yeah.
Okay. He heats up his oven for you. With the snap of his fingers, he starts a fire, and he's got wood ready to go. He has all the support materials and tools you need. What are you planning on doing with the other meat?
The human meat?
Yeah.
I ask him, what does your Tyrannosaur like? He's used to eating stuff pretty raw, right? Like, he's not gonna like it if I cook it too much, I would assume.
There is basically no point in cooking or spicing things for a tyrannosaur.
Yeah. So I'll just make some human skewers for him.
They have the taste affinity of a junkyard dog.
Yeah. Oh, I guess not even I'll just slice it. I don't know. I'll just slice their body parts, make it easier for him, more palatable.
It is Werner
Werner
Herzog.
Herzog.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll just help him butcher the humans.
Just quarter them.
Just quarter them Storkrams out there with an axe.
Basically. Yeah, if you want to... Yeah, I'll just offer him that. Like, I can cut him up for you, then just make it a little easier for him to eat. Maybe make it... have some nice presentation. Like, pile him up.
Pile of slaver parts with a sprig of parsley.
Butcher them for storage and salting so they last a few days.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. No problem.
Oh, Vaughn said he had the spell I could do.
If she eats them all today, she will sleep for a week and wake up hungry.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give instructions then whenever they get back. If I'm still working on this meal, maybe I'll tell Storgrim what he needs.
This does bring up one question. If your friend here gets used to eating these, what's to keep you or her from stalking the town down the ways?
Here's all the bodies from the temple, by the way. Including one of the townsfolk that you probably should not give the Tyrannosaurs so they can bury him.
Like I said, we only brought 6.
Okay. There were 7 slavers there, if you want them.
I'm only bringing 6.
The goblin's just a little snack.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fine. We'll
Yum yum.
But what does he? I asked a question from the doorway, or Deli's down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a goblin! She loves goblins.
What's if she gets used to eating humans? What's to stop you or her from going after the town? That's not too far from here.
The town exists because I allow it for decades. They have nothing to fear from us.
You have that much influence on her that she won't go snacking off on her own?
She will not.
Right.
Ask him if he can cast reincarnate, just in case that comes up.
Of course.
See?
fucking told you guys.
He was in the woods.
Oddly, a voodoo witch, we were told.
Sometimes rumors are true, or kind of true.
Or modified after the fact when they're no longer needed.
That's true. All right, Shafang, let's see this cooking check.
I rolled it.
Oh, did you? What was it?
24.
Oh, that's really good. So you did a mackerel cassoulet?
Yeah. Try to make it really big. I think he had a bunch of mackerel. Let me see. If he doesn't have enough mackerel, I did the tuna. Yeah, he had
This
like 5
cassoulet is
mackerel.
divine. You are a very skilled spice rack.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate all the tips you gave me while I was doing it.
And your friends have brought the others. I will trade you these for those.
And he unhooks the restraints on the crewmen from Goat's Head, the Goat's Head militia, and the slavers, because he kind of can't tell the difference. And the slaver immediately runs.
Oh God.
Get him.
Yep, we're after his ass.
Let's go get him.
He gets about that far, and then you can each have a turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and scorching ray that bitch.
Oh my God.
Nice.
I assume range only.
You could run over there and chop him if you wish.
Yeah, because I'm better at that.
That's as far as he gets. You see him bust out the door, and you hear him just sprinting, and he's just running off towards the ocean. It's not a great direction to run anyway. Yeah, you charge him, shoots him in the back with the crossbow, and Buhan blows him to Mars with his scorching ray. He's actually dead and burning, smoldering on the ground by the time you get there, Storgrim. He goes face down in the dirt right over here.
Fucking slavers.
And as he hits the ground and lays there, and you just sort of stand over him, you see the Tyrannosaurus looking at you and looking at him, and she goes,
quit your
Have at
bitching.
it,
This
friend.
one's just blackened for you. and I kicked the corpse over a couple of times to put it out.
Okay. Crispy critter, delicious and fresh. Your friends, who are still in positive HP, stumble out the door, very confused and terrified.
Okay, guys, we got you.
All right, let's get out of here.
I offer to shake.
I have a proposal for you, spice rack.
Oh. Yeah? What's that?
You came here on a ship, no?
Yeah.
How big?
Shafang would know. I don't know as a player, but it's like a
You
galleon.
can roll
No, not a galleon, right?
Sailor or pirate check.
The brig.
No, it is not a galleon.
The brigantine, I
Yeah,
think.
I mean, I am the worst sailor on the crew, but hey, I know this.
It's a brig. And he says he doesn't know that word, but you explain it to him, and he says,
You just have one small ship, then?
Yes.
Very well.
Hey, Ray.
Not today, not this month.
Wait, just in time.
What do
We're
you?
being fed to Tyrannosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a kind of a weird session, Rye. You've been integral because you speak Aklo and Sylvan, so.
So I asked Thragorn, what do you mean not today, not this month? Is because our ship is too small?
But sometime in the next year, I wish to leave this island.
Oh, okay. Why don't you want to come on our brig? This is too small.
I wish to take Loa and my herd to the mainland.
Oh, the herd.
And Loa.
Yeah.
Loa
Yeah,
is huge. Bigger than him. Much bigger than him. And he could go on your ship and chill in the cargo hold and be fairly comfortable. But the herd... I'll let whoever are the better sailors in the group can make a difficult pirate sailor check. You can pick your person and aid them.
Have plus 11. I don't think me.
Got a 13.
As long as 14. You can, as long as you got a 10ish, you can aid.
I would like to aid.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll aid.
Holden, maybe you're. Yeah.
Yeah, I have plus 14.
Okay, so Holden's the main role.
Hey Toby, what is?
Oh god damn it! I rolled a fucking 23.
Go ahead, Rye.
What's my bonus to profession sailor?
To profession sailor? Oh, you haven't loaded in yet?
Yeah, I haven't loaded in yet.
You are also very high. You're a 13.
So, and I can technically up that, but with a D6.
Okay. I think you guys have got enough. God, Sarah just rolled a 19. So, yeah, you guys are almost 30 with all the assistants and everything. You guys are eyeballing these critters. You think his creatures, which are called Tukar, Tukkar, and the cheese in his cupboard is called Tukar cheese. And he's got like 10 of them. They're like 6,000 pounds each. Loa's probably 10 or 11,000 pounds, maybe more. And he's a good 5 or 6,000 pounds himself. But the dimensions of Loa and the herd are such that you think you would need probably 3 galleons to transport all of them in one trip to the mainland.
Maybe even more, because I don't think we want Loa on any ship that any member of that herd is on.
She can be relied upon to not murder anything, especially when he's around.
No, it's not. But yeah.
But they do act more skittish. No, that was assuming that he and Loa are on one ship and the herd are split amongst 2 others.
Okay. All right.
3 galleons is what you estimate you would need.
That would be expensive.
Now you want me to play. Now I want to play a hunter.
Indeed. But I propose this. We will do business.
Okay.
I will accumulate gold.
Cool.
And help you as I may.
Right on. Storgrim here listening to this too?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And when you are able to procure enough ships, you will transport us to the mainland.
Sounds good.
Not against doing business. Sure, once we get a little more out there, we can get, if not own to a few galleons, at least hire a couple to get you out of here.
If you or any of your crew or associates betray us, and any one of my herd, I promise you none of you will ever fail to make the mainland.
Oh, 11 labs. Yeah, he basically...
I didn't quite catch all that, sorry.
Yeah, no, he says, if you or any of your crew or associates betray us, and any of my herd or Loa fail to make the mainland, I promise none of you would ever approach the sea again.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't do that to you.
Spooky, spooky.
He is sort of untrusting. This is odd for him, but he does offer you a sort of starting parlay.
I offer this as token.
And he opens up underneath what looks like the bed that he sleeps on is a huge trunk full of various items that he has accumulated or made. And you can take a look at them in this, which is Thragorn's shop.
Cool.
And he sells, that you guys like to link to other druid drug dealers, he sells an equivalent of Greenchaw, Nose Diamond, Thunder Chonk. Instead of deer shit, he sells Tukar shit, but it's the same thing. He somehow has a bottle of cologne called Sea Snake by Calvin Carpenter.
God damn it.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
He has multiple sets of boots made from Tukar hide. He has them for men, which are thick. They'd be a little hot in this climate, but they are thick, furry boots that just literally Tukar fur. But they are mildly magical. And they keep your feet warm. They give you resistance to cold 5, and you suffer no movement penalties on snow or ice, which is, you're right, it's useless in this climate. But you can just accept that. And then he sells what he refers to as Lady Tukar boots, because someone said to him that his Tukar boots were the ugliest, most hideous, unfashionable boots they'd ever seen, and no woman would ever wear them. He made Lady Tukar boots, which have a smaller tuft of fur up around the knee area and look more like combat boots. Still not really fashionable at all. But the Lady Tukar boots give you cold resist 5, and on a charge they give you an extra 10 feet of movement.
God, I wish I wasn't so poor right now.
Yeah, same.
Tempting, though I am not a lady.
And he is offering Spice Rack. You and your friends may each take one thing.
Oh, can I put back this Loa Dream Stop then?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I would actually like. Can Buhan wear boots?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. I'm gonna take some boots, or the Lady Tukar boots.
I would also like boots.
Boot-Han.
Boot-Han.
I'm
Shao
trying
Feng,
to
you may
decide.
want to check out the Firegrass Angler.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice fishing rod.
Oh, wow. What does it do? Whispers a prayer to the sea for casting. Charm animal. Befriend and communicate. Toby, you know I'm gonna talk to this fish.
I know you are.
Why you
See,
put it there?
I've GM'd more Enrique characters than anybody else's individual characters.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know how the algorithm did it, but Spacebone wrote this item for you.
You know, I think I know what I think I know what I'm taking.
What do you want, Ryan?
The Takar horn.
Yeah, it's absolutely broken.
The horn is pretty bullshit. You pour a cure potion into it, or infernal healing, or celestial healing, and if it's a cure, it becomes maximized when you drink it, and the horn preserves it for as long as you need. And if it's infernal or celestial healing, it makes it instant instead of taking a minute. So if you had the horn, you would keep a potion in it, the best potion you had, and then drink it out of the horn when you needed to.
So I have a question for you.
1 second. I'm still going through the items for Josh. There's also in here, Josh, I figure you want the Boots of Charge. I heard you get excited about that.
I don't know. My Boots of Falling are pretty good, though.
Okay. Well, there is also the Tuckaroo sleeping bag, which is a giant gray bushy sleeping bag, and on the outside it's very coarse Tucker fur, and on the inside it is the softest, warmest, most wonderful surface you have ever felt in your life. And the Tuckaroo's sleeping bag is a thick yak-like fur bedroll crafted from naturally shed Tuckar wool and lined with woven seaweed fibers from the shores of Firegrass Island. Enchanted with druidic magic, this bedroll provides unparalleled warmth, resilience, and rejuvenation to those who rest within it. When a creature sleeps in a Tuckaroo's sleeping bag for at least 4 hours, they gain the following benefits. They recover an extra 1d6 hit points from natural healing if they are injured. They automatically absorb the first 10 points of fire, cold, electrical, or acid damage they would take for the next day. And it strengthens the body against exhaustion so that they reduce the duration of any exhaustion effect by 1, or can ignore the effects of exhaustion and fatigue for 1 round before it begins to affect them.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
maybe
really
that's
good too.
the one.
Pretty godlike sleeping bag.
I was thinking of that one too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, there's an issue of quantity. He only has 3 pairs of Lady Tuckar boots, and then he has the other 3, which are the men's version. They don't have the charge bonus, but they do have something called Tuckar Stomp. Can stomp the ground once per day, causing a small tremor as the earth tremor, DC 14 reflex in a 10-foot radius, which knocks creatures prone and loosens difficult terrain.
I have a really quick question.
Yeah.
Do we just put the gold on our sheets and buy
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Or...
Just cheap buy it. He's offering you one thing for free.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
nice
buying
guy.
these lady boots. I don't care.
Fuck
there we
yeah,
go.
bro.
So
Yeah.
it's the Takar horn. That's what was it? 2,700.
The Tuckar horn is free. He's giving everybody 1 free thing.
Well, I'm talking the standard price, the price itself.
Oh yeah, whatever it says, it's that. Mm-hmm.
I think it's $13.50 for 1. I think.
No, it's because it's
Like I think the value is 900. He's selling them for $13.50, and then the value of the stack of 3 is 2,700, and that's why it looks like that when you click on the sheet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, his markup is pretty nasty. He has a funny understanding of money. He's giving things away, and then when you want to buy them, he's like, well, I need gold to get off the island, so I'm going to charge you a lot. And you're like, okay.
Toby, it didn't give me the item.
It didn't give you who?
It didn't give me the item. I bought the item and it didn't even appear in my inventory.
Which item?
The Takar's horn.
The horn? Okay. I'll check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to goof up, let's see. You wanted a horn. So there you go. You have 1 Tuckar horn in your inventory.
I have had the same problem occur.
And
oh wait, no, I didn't. I'm a liar. I have it.
Okay.
So I have a question for you, Toby.
Yeah?
This horn, would it work with the extracts?
If they are healing, do you have extracts that heal a certain amount?
Yeah, I have the like the cure light and infernal healing.
Yeah.
And
If your extract is like as Cure Light or similar to Cure Light, yes, totally.
So I could pour it in there and then have someone drink it.
Yes, it would be maximized.
Nice. Level bonuses for that.
What if you drink whiskey out of it? You just fall over dead?
Yeah. It does seem more potent, but no additional effects.
All right, Dan.
Green sap is pretty nice too.
Dude,
what the hell was that?
Bite?
That was Enrique.
Smack him with the firegrass angler.
The firegrass angler can be used as a weapon. Do it again.
Hey.
Where did you get the voiceover soundbite from?
I made it.
That's crazy.
Doesn't
That's
do
crazy.
a lot of damage, but...
It's always time to upgrade.
It does have 10-foot reach, and it's plus
God,
1
really?
magic. Yeah.
Are you proficient with exotic weapon fishing
He's a
pole?
monk. He's a monk.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a brawler.
And I've got outslug weave. I can martial flexibility into and make that 15-foot reach.
Oh my god. Try the cast and reel sounds. Try the other functions.
All right. Nice.
There you go.
This is a really nice fishing pole. Fairgorn, thank you. Those are some damn fine boots too, Buhan.
Damn fine boots. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it looks stylish.
Bring me more food for Loa for trade or other goods.
Okay.
No shirt, yes shoes, half service.
I do not wish to cull the herd if I don't have to.
Alright, yeah, I'll keep it in mind. We can find more slavers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess. Did all the boots get taken?
No, you
Only
want...
Only one of us bought boots. That was me.
I was super tempted, but I
Yeah,
went with
Ree, did you snag something, Ree?
I went for the sleeping bag once I saw what it did.
Yeah, girl. All right.
Yeah.
What do you think, Josh? Boots, sleeping bag?
Sleeping bag probably makes sense long term, but I gotta go fucking OP and get the boots.
You could always come back and buy a sleeping bag
Yeah.
from him.
Rhea, I'll give you my boots if you want them. They're not great, but it's 2 less d6 on a fall if you happen to fall.
Sure, thank you.
Okay.
High five, bestie. Let's match 'em boots.
Yep, Buhan and Ser now have matching boots.
We are definitely not besties. I still remember
What?
Fart Cloud.
Oh, you gotta forgive the
Fart Cloud Gate. Fart Cloud Gate is still.
Fart
not
Cloud
personal.
Gate.
That was all of y'all.
No, I think there's only one sorcerer who dropped Fart Cloud on the entire party. You know?
Because of all of y'all. It's not personal.
No, was not.
It's not personal there.
So, okay, yeah, can you send me a description when you get a chance on that, Toby?
Yeah,
So I can
sure.
write all the details down. Thank you.
You bet.
Sarah, would you like some of
And-
this wine or the cookies in exchange?
I would not know.
Okay.
All right, Ree, you got your new boots. You got your lovely bedroll, the Tuckaroo sleeping bag, and when you guys
Yay.
rest, if you're hurt, you can activate the sleeping bag to roll the extra HP.
Elfrip?
Elfrip.
When you
What was
that was the sound of a Tukar.
Oh.
One more time for the record.
Mandy, would you activate your sleeping bag?
Yep. 1 second, I lost it. Sorry, it was in the wrong category. There
Oh yeah.
we go. Oh. Come on, sound.
So
11 Labs killed that if that's how you did it.
Yep. First
That's
try.
beautiful.
Fuck.
A giant yak bleeding angrily, I believe is what I said.
A giant yak bleeding. Oh, bleeding. Okay. Never
Careful,
mind.
careful, careful.
Never mind. Fart Cloud Gate. Sorry, I saw that.
Fart Cloud Gate.
Toby?
Yes.
I almost not want to play a hunter.
No. Hunter's a cool class. It's a really cool class.
With the T-Rex.
Yeah, as you guys are sitting here, after Loa eats, you notice she turns invisible again. Makes kind of a weird clicking sound and flexes her. She drops her head, straightens her neck, and you see all of her skin sort of project this weird light field, and it amounts to natural invisibility.
And that's her only form?
Her only form?
Yeah, I guess I don't know much about druids. I didn't know if their familiars could take different forms or.
She's not the druid, he is, and she is his animal companion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know much about that class.
Yeah, she's basically his pet. So she's much smarter than a normal Tyrannosaurus, and she can turn invisible, see invisible, and pass without trace. That's why there's no tracks of Loa or Thragorn anywhere in the area. So, if everybody has their treats, mission is accomplished. The rescued crewmen look like they would desperately like to not be here anymore, especially as they hear the Tyrannosaur invisibly chewing on slaver bodies.
Oh.
Crunch,
Oh.
crunch, crunch.
Oh.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bye bye, new friends.
That's gonna get me every time. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll get you one. We'll get you one.
A personal button he can push.
No, I mean we got to get him the
Oh,
sleeping
no.
bag.
Their very own brain in a jar.
Oh man, the brain in a jar was fun. That was high octane trolling by me.
Toby?
Yeah.
Your horn is busted.
Which is busted?
The horn?
Busted how?
I went to use it to see if it had a sound effect.
It does.
And it's saying no charges.
You have to, whatever potion you put in it, I don't have a better way to do this yet, but whatever potion you pour into the horn, you have to then go to that power and add a charge. I don't have a way for it to like automatically pull from the potion.
Okay. I'm just going to hit each one and see if there's a different sound effect or it's all the
No,
same
they all
sound.
make the same one. You could just do one. Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
The potion.
What the fuck?
I actually forgot that I did that. These were not made at 3 a.m. before you ask.
I'm not buying it.
These are made at 3 p.m. on a slow day at work.
I buy it. I buy it. I buy it.
Okay, I gotta do this again because that was fucking nuts.
The gargle is so much louder than the rest of the sample. It's insane.
Yeah. I didn't normalize it. Yeah, that's what we should have called the horn. Tuktua. Hawk Tuka.
Oh god.
Episode title?
Spitting that thing.
Oh. But it is very effective. If you got 19 out of a cure mod, you would be very happy.
Yeah.
Damn right. I was
Sorry, go ahead.
I just rolled badly with that last time. Go on.
So here's the question: would it actually, since cure mod is like 2d is maximum 10, does that mean when I hit 10th level, it'll automatically go up to plus 10?
No, it goes off the horns level, which is based on normal potion amounts.
Okay.
It should still be reliably a lot more than rolling. I hate rolling d8s for potions.
I mean,
Okay.
Because the reason I was asking me because my extracts are based off of
Yeah, your extracts scale. They go up a lot higher, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there might be a situation where you're like, it's not worth it to put it in the horn because it's not any different. But most of the time, I think it'll be a benefit. Okay, done here. He is still enjoying his mackerel cassoulet. He thinks it is wonderful. He makes Xiaofeng write down the recipe and in a language he understands, which he understands a little bit of Common. And Riviera or someone else will help him translate the recipe into a language he actually understands, like Elven or Draconic.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I can do Elven, you can't do Draconic.
We'll do it in any language it does know.
Okay. When you guys get that all figured out and you bid farewell to Thragorn, if you ever need spell casting, yeah, he can do this. Restoration. Dispels
that's awesome.
one permanent negative level.
How much champagne does this spell on negative level?
Let's see. I think what I'll do is put the spell.
Such an idiot. I forgot that was a divine spell. I should have thought of that.
Yeah. It's a lot.
1,000 gold with a diamond dust.
Yeah, and then he would normally charge you a shitload of money. 1,700 gold per negative level.
Got any special skills, Sarah, that you can perform for him?
I cut people's heads off. I'm real good at that.
He is.
Yeah.
We're looking at 5,400 gold each to get this taken care of.
5,000?
At his prices. But remember, with him, you can trade dead bodies.
Yeah.
If it's something Loa will eat, it can be traded for around 200 gold.
So that's only 20 odd bodies.
It's
25
people. We gotta go kill 25 people, Cap.
You see Storgrim and Sarah looking at each other and doing the math.
She's counting on her fingers. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Carry the 2.
How many people does one of these slaver galleons carry?
A lot. We'd be super rich.
Here's the problem about that, though, is you can only do 1 negative level per week.
Well, we won't worry about that rule. That rule's pretty tight. If you guys come up with the money, he can fix it all in a day or two. But yeah, the money is an issue. Or you got to come up with a lot of things to feed him. It doesn't have to be people. You know.
Turtles. We had that whole island of tortoises.
You can think of it as like he'll give you a gold worth of credit per pound of meat.
Those whalers owe us.
Yeah. God. Wow. Captain took a turn that I wasn't expecting.
Wait, maybe he's not thinking what you think he's thinking. Maybe he's thinking
he means whale meat.
Whale
what
meat.
What are you guys talking about right now? They're whalers.
They were pretty pathetic.
Consider that. You guys are sick. Sick.
Cannibalism.
At least some of you thought he was implying you feed the whalers to the Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, that's 100% what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Holden. Thank you.
You look at Holden's face, you can tell that's what Holden was thinking. God.
Because he's kind of oblivious?
He is kind of oblivious. Yeah, we're all going to need therapy after
God
this
damn
campaign.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Cap, what next?
Next, we head back to town. We've got a contract to protect this place for the next, what was it, month, few weeks?
Aye.
Goodbye, friends. Take care if you return. I will remember you, but Loa might not.
How do we get past her if she's not going to remember us? There's some way to signal you that we're here?
She will most likely tell me you're coming, as she did today.
Well, that's nice.
But she won't just bite our heads off from invisibility?
If you are bringing food, and she approaches you without me, I suggest you offer her the food.
Makes sense.
Foolproof plan. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You ever seen a Tyrannosaurus with sneak attack?
God damn it.
Natural one.
And it's invisible.
Natural one. And it's invisible. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to be carrying piles of meat with us. Great plan.
This is great. I like this scenario for everybody.
It's the way I always wanted to die. Tyrannosaurus.
Just like in Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we need the map.
We had the whalers bring it over here. They come down, or maybe over here. Whichever coastline's closest, so we don't have to drag the whole corpse up there. They eat, right?
Yeah. I think the whale meat is a good path to go.
Plus, you could all get Tuckaroo sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Luxurious.
I do want one of those sleeping bags.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I want some of the lady boots.
You and I will be matching.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Josh said it was pretty goat, and I don't want to breeze past that joke. That's very good.
Yep. Nice.
That's crazy.
Perception, visual based as you guys leave Thragorn's Valley.
I was gonna say he's just over there yakking, but.
Oh no.
I was yakking.
Theme song is Yakety Sax this time.
Arnar.
Arnar. That's another title, Yakety Sax.
I had to charge up that so true, but yeah, so true. Yakety Sax, SACKS.
Yes.
They're sleeping bags.
Let's see, how did we do? 25 is Sarah. 26, Vaughn. Walking back up out of Thragorn's Valley. You're headed northeast. And you get a funny echo off of some of the volcanic rock walls nearby. And Vaughn and Sarah, you both turn and stare out at the sea, and there is nothing. Like, you can see the ocean to the southwest, and to the straight west there's a sort of an island disconnected from Firegrass that blocks your view of the ocean. To the southwest there's a small island that blocks your view of the ocean, but to the sort of west southwest there is an open lane where you can see easily 5,000 or 6,000 feet out into the ocean. And as you squint that direction, you see a small sloop with yellow sails. You know that they're yellow sails because they're so bright yellow. And behind it is a brigantine that has brown sails and dark wood and an emblem that you recognize, even at incredible range. You can roll your pirate and sailor checks.
25.
Yeah. That is a small sloop with yellow sails that you don't recognize at all, being chased by a Bronze Fleet brigantine. Right through the lane between Firegrass and 418.
We got some company out towards 418. Some more slavers.
I don't know if we'd be able to get to our ship and out there in time to do anything. Can you mark the direction?
Currently the direction is southeast, but they look like they're turning more east. And as you guys are all staring, even at this distance it's visible, you see 100-foot curving, let's call it a snake of fire, come out the back of the yellow-sailed ship and strike the fore topsail of the Bronze Fleet and set it on fire. And you see the Bronze Fleet ship slow a little bit. The yellow ship pulls farther out in front, and the Bronze Fleet ship looks like it's not going to be able to make up the distance between the two. It does manage to put the fire out.
Okay, the whole party saw that, right?
You think so? Okay. Everybody's watching.
How many Bronze Fleet ships are operating in this area?
Way more than normal.
Maybe we shouldn't have instantly murdered that Bronze Fleet officer who ran out of the giant's house.
Yeah, you haven't spoken to a single one of them.
Because they could fucking tell us how many ships is around here.
Can we speak
What
with
do you
Head?
mean, why?
Let
I
me
burnt him to a crisp.
just tell you
Is his
what it
head-
reminds me of. Say less.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I did a fire style. Say
You rolled
less,
real good, though.
kamikaze attack.
That was a good shot.
On that man.
Your scorching ray is fierce now.
Yeah.
Can't trust them. I say kill them.
We'll have to get information the hard way, I guess.
Hell yeah.
And it's not like we expected to have a big, massive amount here. Better to kill them than have them behind us later.
You guys just
Yeah,
made
he
a bunch
runs
of
off.
pirate and sailor checks. Yeah, you got a 30 here. Riarka, you remember that at one point there was actually some friction between Cheliax and the Bronze Fleet because they were slaving a little too close to Chelish waters and not involving the Chelish. But you think that problem has been settled, and they now even have a tenuous business alliance where the Bronze Fleet is slaving all through the Shackles and south and southern coasts and now selling their slaves to the Chelish Navy, which also means, even more importantly, they would get a pass and not be harassed and maybe even be protected by the Chelish Navy. That unholy alliance is really bad for everybody down here.
Yeah, we don't like that. Tell everyone that.
It would explain why the Bronze Fleet is so much more bold and so much more prevalent in the southern Shackles, which they usually are not.
Yeah, it's horrifying. We need to kick that.
Okay.
Okay. You go back to town.
Yeah.
We cannot catch a break. Let's go.
All right. Party returns to Goat's Head. The rope bridge is repaired, so your newly freed people have no problem walking across. None of the slavers ever return to Goat's Head Port. Their fate is unknown until you guys hit the tavern that night and tell a bunch of Tyrannosaur stories. Unless you decide to keep it a secret.
Do we
I
trust?
tell them.
Do we think people are? Sorry.
You go ahead.
You got it.
Do we think the people are smart enough to not go toward the Tyrannosaur if we tell them about it?
Well, when we tell them it's an invisible Tyrannosaur and a giant druid, I think most of these people here are going to be smart enough to stay on this side.
Fair.
But I would definitely be giving Bent Beak and the dwarf captain the full rundown on things, including the fact that the giant basically said that this town exists on his sufferance.
Yeah, play nicely.
Yeah, plus a testimony from the survivors, so that should help.
Yeah.
Knowledge Arcana.
That ain't me.
I don't have
It's
it.
me. It's me.
I got blah, blah.
Spice
Okay.
Rack is now
Yes,
referring to himself as Spice Rack in the third person.
Yeah.
Spice Rack
Holy
tries
shit.
snorting some crushed wildflower petals if we are just hanging out at the bar in town.
How does Riviera have a plus 18 knowledge arcana?
Read a
Holy.
lot.
If you look at it, there's also the inspiration roll, which I got a roll of 5 on.
Yeah. This is sort of what this is what
Damn.
investigators do. They blow skill checks out of the water.
Oh, she's an investigator.
Mhm.
I did not know that.
Best class in the game for being a skill monkey, really. Riviera, he's a druid that can cast Restoration, which is a big boy spell. Then he probably can shapeshift into pretty large and terrifying creatures. You would guess his land form could be anything from a gigantic Tokar to another Tyrannosaur. So you could have, if they aggroed him, they could have their town ripped apart by 2 Tyrannosaurs. And possibly what he meant by you'll never be able to approach the sea again is that he probably has a sea form. And of course he can communicate with animals. And you'll probably never see it, but his sea form is an oversized orca, which allows him to speak with orca, which allows him to tell all the orca about your ass.
Nice.
Fuck.
Yeah, we'd be fucked.
You'd be the only people that couldn't enjoy sailing in Shackles
Yeah.
if you cross him.
We would be a cruise ship, and they would be real orcas.
Yep. You'd look like a yacht.
You
So
should
anyway,
not tell him we're
he's-
friends with the whalers.
That would, yeah.
Not sure what he'd think of the whalers. Although if you guys show up with a cartload of a couple tons of whale meat,
Yeah.
Well, we bring the whale, the carcass. We beach it. We pay the whalers off. They go, while we're fetching the 2 of them. So it's just a big whale carcass on the beach, right?
I think he's gonna see those stab wounds.
yeah, he'll put that together pretty quickly.
It's easier to just take him to whalers.
People hunt.
You guys now, as long as it's within reason, but his heal check's pretty tough to fool. And you guys basically are friends with a high-level, chaotic evil forest giant druid.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Neutral,
Excellent.
whatever, the druid evil. Good friend to have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a pirate crew.
Better friend than an enemy.
And as far as your question about could you guys get out into the South Sea fast enough to join that chase, at the rate the yellow ship was going, it would be difficult. Like you would have to run into town screaming at the crew to prep the ship and go ripping out of the harbor, and you might get there in time if the chase is still going on.
Sounds like too many ifs. So
But the Bronze Fleet thing's gonna be limping for a little bit. It's not gonna be full sail ahead. Probably. Not a whole lot, but if we wanted to tackle that, we could.
probably better we don't. We're not in the best of shape.
Oh, you guys could take on a brig of them, probably, if you wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's our ship looking? Was it being repaired while we were in?
Yours is okay.
Oh, ours is good? Okay.
Yeah, the the Goat's Head ships are damaged, and the Bronze Fleet galleon took a lot of fire damage, but it's seaworthy, so they're going to sail it in the next day or two over to Rickety's, and then it'll be there for a week, and then they'll try to sell it. You could row out there in the slave galleon.
That's sticking to our roots.
Yeah. It's a much worse idea than using your ship.
Should we feed Lil Von to Loa?
To the Tyrannosaur.
To the Tyrannosaur, yeah. Agreed.
Man, that's like 7 gold worth of meat.
Actually, you know what? Lil Von gave me that whiskey. So, really, this is all thanks to her.
Yeah, so there, party.
It's been brought to my attention that I did not make a roots pun. That would be really offensive. I was talking about the time we rowed up to attack the other ship for the man's promise in the little dinghy. But that was too much of a deep cut.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh no, I'm canceled.
Hey,
Slave.
Toby?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just realized I haven't taken my stupid ass investigator talent.
Yeah, did you want to make Vaughn into a familiar?
Yes, I will do that.
He'd make a great one. Not Vaughn, Lil Vaughn.
I'm already the swords familiar.
We're talking the monkey.
Yeah, like I said, Rimshet. Anyways,
Get your own dumb monkey.
there you go.
I just realized he threw money. Did anyone cash that money? Kind of broke.
Yeah, Riviera, when you start working with Vaughn and training him, you realize that he's walking around with about 24 gold in different coins from different places and different people.
So look, off our road, like, good job.
He has been he pickpockets pretty constantly, so yeah. If you're gonna take the thing, I'm gonna give you ownership of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that as my thing.
And I don't, like I told you before, I don't mind if you want to use the bonus from, Rabbit or Compsognathus, whatever's vaguely, distantly similar critter, If it's a bonus to initiative or perception or something like that, it makes sense to me. Okay.
I'll take the bonus to perception.
That's a good one. He is very perceptive, and he does warn you of things when he sees stuff.
Does that also give me access to the alertness seat?
I think just having a familiar gives you alertness. I think.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on the...
So you might have him give you initiative or something else if you want, but whatever you think. Or reflex save. I would say initiative, reflex, or perception should be what he gives you. Okay. Anything else we want to do, or we might quit slightly early, and then next time you guys can decide whether or not you want to rove out to sea and look for the Bronze Fleet or whatever. Remember, they were going to pay you to patrol the area around Firegrass for the next couple weeks.
Yep, and we were contemplating hiding in that one bay and doing a little bit of piracy during that time.
Yeah, I think we have to decide how piratey we're gonna get. I'm not speaking against either which way. I'm just saying we're gonna be real piratey. We're gonna be sort of piratey.
My thought is, if it's a decent looking merchant that might have something that we think might have something interesting, I don't see have a problem waylaying them and taking a quote unquote toll, but not actually killing them or the like.
Yeah, you guys may have to have a discussion to figure out what kind of high seas pirates you'll be. I mean, if you decide that you're just going to take over a ship and murder everybody and feed them to your friend's Tyrannosaur, that's one way you could be
God.
South Sea pirates. It's pretty harsh.
At least for a couple levels, so saying.
It's one way to get your ship off the ground, kind of.
If you kept all of the corpses of our enemies in the hold and we had like a wand of preserved corpse, and then every time that you stopped on this island, you traded them for magic items to this guy.
That's Riarka and Vaughn daily walking through the walk-in freezer.
Yep.
Sanctifying 45 corpses. Going, oh yeah, we're gonna get a lot of bedrolls for this.
Good
The really
lord.
fucked up part of that plan is that it's got to be the sword that does the sanctified corpse. So there's kind of 3 of us involved.
Yeah.
There were 3 of us in this.
And the thing is, we don't even have to. We don't even have to get things we necessarily want to use. Some of the stuff is unique enough that we can sell it for some pretty good profit.
Yeah.
There was a time
Kind
I
of a
would have
good
said
plan.
no way, but mesh, fuck it.
Damn right, Radiance. Oh, wait, sorry, I can't hear you.
That's a good question. So, what is the market? If we do find a rare item, like we're not going to be able to sell it on Firegrass necessarily. Is Rickety the best market closest? Like, how does that work?
Rickety's is not always going to buy hyper expensive magic items. They're not a good place to go shopping
I didn't
for
think
that.
so.
So they're not as good a place to sell it. Eventually, you guys will want somewhere bigger, and the nearest bigger place. You're probably going to want to be friends with, just for a fence, it's called Tidewater Rock. It's over here. It's run by some crazy people, but a lot of ships passing through anywhere in the south can stop and trade at Tidewater. And they've got money and a unassailable fortress, which makes them a safe place to buy and sell. And Holden, you can roll me a sailor check. Or geography if you have it, but sailor check's fine. Okay.
I do have geography.
Roll me geography. Tidewater Rock, as you discuss it with Riviera and Bent Beak, the other people who have strong navigation skills in the region, looking at the bottom of your silver mug, Tidewater is one of the places that's marked.
As well as that map we have.
Oh, do you have that map?
I do. And
Yep.
the X is right here.
That's correct.
And at Tidewater, that's where the X is.
Tidewater is part of. Oh, I still have the labels hidden. That's the other reason it's confusing. This is called the Arrowhead Chain, and it's because it looks vaguely like an arrowhead that's pointed down and to the left, with the point down there. And Tidewater is right at the tip of that point. So at the southwesternmost island of this chain, you got Tidewater Rock. And the island chain runs about 250 miles northeast and about 250 miles east. That's the shape of the arrowhead. And Storgrim's X is at kind of the top of the chain, which would be 2 or 3 days sailing north for you guys to get close to it, or a really hellish 3 or 4 weeks of island hopping and going between with a dinghy. But yeah, Arrowhead Chain Islands has a couple things you guys might be interested in. This southern island doesn't have any other landmarks on it, but it's known as Skinny. The southern side of Arrowhead Chain is called Skinny Whale.
Hey, Toby.
Yeah.
Vaughn got smarter.
He did, didn't he?
Uh-oh. How smart?
He's now getting 8 intelligence.
Oh man, he's like as smart as Sha Feng now.
Getting there, almost. I still got 2 on him.
Well, he also has half my normal hit rates.
Wait, actually, I have an 11 intelligence.
Oh, massive.
Suck it, little Von.
So he'll have 25 hit points instead of 16.
Okay.
1 healing.
Yay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yay.
I keep clicking it on Re because I want to hear it again.
It's a wonderful sound.
It really does sound like Elfrip.
Yes.
It's not him. I promise it's not him.
I know, but it sounds like him. Maybe that's all
God,
Lab knows to do.
that gargle is so much louder than the rest of it. You can't do that to me.
There's
I'll
so
balance
much drinking sounds and mouth sounds in the arsenal now.
You've made us so powerful.
I'm sorry.
ASMR.
You keep this ASMR shit. I'm out of this campaign. I can't do it.
Just know that all of this idiotic shit will be part of my thesis defense.
The R in ASMR stands for Re.
Yeah, Re.
I look forward to passing you.
Thanks.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Storkham's getting drunk as fuck.
Oh! What else can he do?
With this crew, of course.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop.